today we're going to be working on Easter eggs, netted Easter eggs. And there's a couple of things that you can use these for. They're fun to decorate for a party. The other thing that I've seen people do is they slip a tea light in so that they're lit. The other option that I've seen happen is that you slip in a few little candy bars and treats in through the holes after it's done. And you can give these to kids to take home as a little present from their Easter egg hunt. Or, and this is actually the most fun, if you want a mess in your house, you can make these with a group of kids. The kids love making these, but I will tell you, it's messy. We have papers down, and it will be a mess. The first thing that you're going to need when you're making your Easter egg is, of course, balloons. You're going to want to make sure that when you get your balloons, they're the type of balloons that will form an Easter egg shape. After you have that, the next thing that we do is we use glue. And you use a lot of glue. You almost use, not quite, but one glue bottle will only go for about 2 eggs. So again, I would recommend getting this from my favorite place. These are $1 at Dollar Tree, and you can get them the white glue. You want to use the cheap white glue. Don't get the expensive white glue or tacky glue or something like that. It will work, but it doesn't work as well as the cheap white glue. Once you get your white glue, you're going to put in about, I would say almost a half of a bottle of your glue, and then you're going to add a little bit of water. Then what you're going to do is you're going to mix that up. And the key is mixing it really, really well. You want to whip this like you would whip an egg and you were going to be making an angel food cake. You want it kind of at the creamy, I'm not sure what you describe, but you can see you want it fairly thick. You don't want it too watered down, but you also want it to kind of roll off the spoon like this. Then you're going to take your string, your yarn, whatever color you choose, and you're going to sort of start putting your string into your mixture. If you're with kids, you don't want to put this much in. If you're an adult, you want to put this much in. Then, you want to make sure that you're getting it completely covered. And I'll be honest, the best way to do this is to take your hands, mix it in there, and then take it and squeeze it. This will allow the glue to go into the yarn and get it really covered. And I do that a couple of times. There isn't a kid in the world that doesn't love to do this part. And then on your last one, you just kind of loosen everything up. Next, you're going to put your string on your balloon. At the beginning, what I like to do is I like to get a nice little, I'm tying this, and then I go ahead and I tie this off because you want to have a little loop that you can hang on things. I like to have a better loop than that, but now what we're going to do is we go ahead and the first round, you're going to want to go around your balloon with your string in one direction. After you've gone in one direction, and we'll pretend that this is the next time that I have the string there, then you're going to go around in the other direction and fill it in. And then the third time you go around, you're going to just go all over. And after you get through doing this, what I do is I put this on a plastic bag, let it set for about an hour, turn it over, and set it on the other side for about an hour because the glue will kind of seep around. And then what you want to do is you want to hang it. And you can actually take this and hang it on, if you have a spigot on your sink, you can hang it on the spigot on your sink and put a pan underneath because you will get quite a bit of drippage of your glue. After this is dry, and you do need to let it dry overnight, it will not dry quickly, at least overnight, let me show you what your next step is. After your Easter egg is dry, you're going to want to remove the balloon. This takes a little bit of skill, so if it's a very young child who's making this, you're going to want to help them. You're going to go ahead and you're going to cut your balloon. And this one is working really well. They don't all work like this, I assure you. In fact, this is the best one I've ever had. What happens is it will get caught on the side, and you're going to have to hold a piece of yarn and poke it down. So what you're going to do, and this one is just working so good, you really don't see the problems you can have. But it will stick to it. So what you want to do is hold the piece of yarn where you're going to poke the balloon from it so that it goes down. And then you have your Easter egg. Then you're going to want to get your fingers inside of this and pull your balloon through the hole as far as you can get it and cut it. Then you can go from the top and you can cut the other part or pull the other part of the balloon out. And then you have your Easter eggs. Have fun making them. Oh, I noticed this is something I should point out. Sometimes the glue will form kind of a little sheet inside of there. You just go ahead and poke that out so that you have open areas all around. And there are your Easter eggs.